Back here on MustangsTV.com, halftime of the Mustangs boys action. Loretta currently leading 26-25. We have Lady Mustang head coach Ashley Rutledge here joining us at halftime. Coach, we just almost couldn't quite get the play made that we needed to. We had plenty of opportunities, and just as soon as we got Lawrence County where we needed them, they either pulled out a play or made a long three to kind of cut off the momentum.
Yeah, we know they're one of the best three-point shooting teams around here. They ended up, I think, with 10 threes, and we just wanted to stop them off the first three they shot. A lot of their threes came off second shots off a rebound, so that's where they really hurt us, and I think that's kind of what it boiled down to. We weren't getting those rebounds off the first shot.
Of course, the strategy was pretty much the same as it was down in the barn, to make them shoot the three, kind of clog up the lane. You could tell Clark struggled with the pressure down low by Rachel and Sabry and everybody else, but you know, they probably, you said they made 10. I bet they probably shot 30 in the game, so it's not like, you know, we didn't guard them closely up top, but we had a chance late right there. And Lawrence County, I know Beck, I think she made 4 of the threes. It just seemed like she couldn't miss tonight.
Right, and she's got a long three, so it's hard to, you know, if you're sitting in a zone, it's hard to cover her all the way out. She shoots NBA range, you know, and I think she shoots better actually when she's off the line. So our game plan was very similar, but we did mix up our defenses. We threw some man at them. We tried to throw a press at them a couple times, but we couldn't score exactly when we needed to jump in the press. But overall, I thought I think we won in the effort area, and I was really proud of my girls' determination and their composure, because, you know, there's many times where they kind of went on a little run or hit a big three where we kind of could have folded in, but we kind of held up, and Emma Brody hit some huge threes that, you know, gave us a lot of momentum, and I was really proud of Rachel and Sabry. I challenged them last game to be tougher and be more physical down low, and I thought they did a very good job of that tonight.
Absolutely. First game back after the Christmas tournament at Lawrence County and at Lauderdale County, and as you talked about Lawrence County being such a good team, how much did facing the tough teams that you faced down at Lauderdale County with the 7A school, Thompson and Deschler and those teams, how much does that help over Christmas break, seeing those tough teams and the bigger schools than we're used to seeing here in Loretta? It
helps so much. Deschler, they're ranked #1 right now in 4A in Alabama. So, we lose to them, and then we lose to 7A Thompson, who's in the top 10 ranked at a state. So, and, you know, we did pretty well with them at times. So I think those battles helped us later down the road, and they helped us for tonight's game. And, you know, tonight's game will only help us for our district play, in my opinion.
You know, that tournament down there, usually they do it small school, large school. This time they did a complete 20 team, every man for themselves pretty much, and Lady Mustangs came away with a 4th place in that tournament right there. And I mean, that just gives credit to show. I know the first 2 games were late buzzer beaters that gave us the win, but you know, it's those type of games that build you for those pressure situations that we've seen, you know, tonight and going forth. Go ahead and get us caught up on what we're expecting when we come back from Christmas break here next week, who we've got coming up.
We've got Summertown on Friday night, and with our new floor looks great, so I know everybody's anxious to come in and see that. We got to go in and shoot a little bit today, and we enjoyed that. So we've got Summertown, which is always, again, any night in district is tough for us. We were just talking about, you know, right before we went in to talk to our girls, we have not had any gimme games this year. You know, we beat Cornersville by 19, but listen, they were a handful. So I think our tough schedule is going to pay off later down the road. You know, we're 6-7 right now. You may look at a 6-7 record and be like, well, you may kind of question that, but they are tough games that'll help us later down the road.
Definitely strength of schedule is very, very strong. Those are the teams that we faced with the tournaments and the non-district games that we've had. Of course, you always want to beat Lawrence County up here the road, but the main thing is those district games, and that's pretty much what we're looking at the rest of the way. Most of the games I know we will have at home, so that's always a benefit.
Yes.
Kind of walk us through the new floor down there. Kind of explain for those at home who haven't got to see the pictures what all was done.
It's more of a lighter tone, and the inside the paint is lighter and the outside's darker. I believe I have that right. I might have it opposite. Where you tip off, it's got the Power M with Loretta across of it, and Loretta's on the end zone, so it looks sharp. It makes it look like it's a little bit brighter in there just because the tones are so much, you know, lighter, but it looks really good. But it will only look so good if we can pack the house. it'll look better if the house is packed, is what I've been told. So let's pack the house on Friday.
Absolutely. Summertown, as you said, always a tough game no matter where you play them. But, you know, I saw the pictures. I know Kyle sent me a few pictures, and it looks great. You know, the fact that they've got it done over Christmas break, everybody that comes out for this Summertown game really going to be impressed with it, and probably instills a little bit of pride in getting on, you know, to play on a floor like that. So
yes, and let me say thank you to David Weathers. He was a big part of the reason why we got that new floor. We had several people, you know, help us and donate, and I hate to miss anybody out. So if, you know, if I can get those names out to the next game, I will. But I know David Weathers was a big sponsor for our floor, so we appreciate his generosity in helping us get that move towards a new floor.
Absolutely. Got about 3 minutes to go here. Halftime of the game with Coach Rutledge. I know, Coach, is it weird to sit on the opposite end when you come back to this gym?
It is a little weird. It was definitely weird last year when I came here and sat on the opposite end. So this is the second year I've sat here, so it was a little more comfortable than last year. But it's always nice to be back here. I got a lot of people here I love and respect, and I respect their team. Their team, you know, they're always going to go hard, and you know, it's always nice to come back home. But I am very proud to be in my black and gold.
For you know, those who don't know, Coach Rutledge did play here at Lawrence County High School, had a great career while she was here. And you could speak, you know, with a Saturday game, you know, there was no band. How much, I mean, it's a tough place to play because it's so wide open. And as a shooter, it's a little different visual to have that much space behind the basket. So how was it a little bit easier to come up here today with a no band and –
yeah, and it's not a bigger crowd. I was telling Jana Cross, you know, I said anytime we played at 2 or 4 on a Saturday, we just didn't have the big group that you typically have. But I'll say, like I always say, it's hard to shoot in the barn, especially for teams like this, because you look at the rafters and they're sky high. Well, you come in the barn and it's low. So that's why we love having a home court advantage when we have other teams in our place, because our place is so unique.
Keeping up with the Lady Mustangs over the Christmas break. I know Sloan was back. She played again, you know, so her injury's back where she can go. Anybody else that we're seeing injury-wise, or is everybody for the first time probably as healthy as we've been this season?
Yeah, knock on wood, I think we're all healthy right now. We've had one sick and everything, but I think as of tonight, knock on wood, we're all 100% right now.
And as we said, you want to play best as the season goes on, but it's a little easier when you got everybody that can suit up and play the minutes for you. So
it is. And I told our girls tonight, I said, we've got 2 powerhouses down low. They can't answer both of them. Let's make them pick somebody and let's use the other one. And I'll say it again, I was really proud of our post play and how tough they were. And I was really proud of Riley Littrell for she had 5 points, but her buckets were huge when she hit them. She did a very good job tonight too.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one thing you touched on a little bit. Lawrenceburg would always seem to get on a run or hit a big 3, and we would fall down by 5 or 7, but come back. I know Emma Brody had 5 threes, and it was always the girls kept battling back, you know, to cut it within 2, to cut it within 3. But it was almost like, you know, we just couldn't catch a break out of Lawrence County to maybe give us that little bit of open we need to get back on top.
Right. If they could have missed one here or there, but real proud of our senior class. They did a great job.
Absolutely. Lady Mustangs come away a little short, but we ask everybody to come down to the barn to support them in this district play. We'll have Summertown coming up next. We want to thank Coach Rutledge for taking her halftime here, spending it with us for a little bit, and then giving us some insight on those Christmas tournament games and tonight's game, and then going forward. So we will definitely see her next time out. Come out and watch these girls as they continue to improve and play well together at the perfect time. So, Coach, thanks for tuning in with us here.
Thank you so much.
MustangsTV.com here with Coach Micah Rochester after a huge 65-51 win against Lawrence County. Coming back now, it's a clean sweep this year. Won at the barn on a 50-49 buzzer beater at home. Come up here, win by 14 at Lawrence County. Coach, talk about the game tonight and kind of go into what this season's like to face Lawrence County. As we talked about after the first game, you'd never beat Coach Clark, and now to do 2 in one season. Just kind of go into the game tonight and the guys and what it feels like now to have this type of season we're having just thus far.
Well, the first game was huge to finally get the monkey off of our backs and to get that win. And so, anytime you can beat a rivalry like that, a rival team like that, it's huge. But this game was so much more than that. After winning the first one, I tried to stress to our kids, and we were able to play on Monday and Tuesday. We came up here before Christmas and played 2 games and didn't feel like we gave a good effort at all. And so we tried to stress to it tonight that this was just another game in building. We got to go and maybe playing in that district championship game up here in February and seeing how far we can go in the region and who knows what happens. And so this was a game I thought that this showed that this team's growing and building and getting better each and every game, because to come out against your rival and to play them on their floor when everybody was doubting the last game and calling it a fluke, and to win pretty easily says a lot about this team. And that's the thing, everybody keeps wanting to talk about beating Lawrenceburg, and as excited as we are to beat them, this isn't our goal. It's not to beat Lawrenceburg, it's to beat every team that we face on our schedule, and to get better every game and to get better every practice and to focus on each possession, that we're better on this possession than we were the last one. And I thought we did that tonight when they made their run and got up 3 or 4. Our kids didn't panic. They didn't lose their composure. Made free throws down the stretch. Got huge rebounds. Were strong. So, this is not about beating Lawrenceburg. This is about Loretta getting better and working towards our year-end goals, I think.
At one point in the second half, it almost like we couldn't get anything to go in. Almost like there was a lid on the basket. Maybe played a little too fast at one point as we got down to by 6 or 7, and then closed out on a huge run late to win by 14. What'd you do to kind of get everybody back under composure and maybe talk about the 2 games we had at Christmas? How much did that help maybe being comfortable here on the floor coming into this game?
Oh, yeah, no doubt playing over here before Christmas helped. We played against Giles County and didn't play well at all. You don't ever want to make excuses, but it's hard when your kid turns a finally and gets in the car and drives up here to play at a 12 o'clock game. And I don't know how much of that had to do with the way we played, but I think that definitely had some of it to do. Tonight I think the play was Ben came down and made a turnover right at the end of the half, and it looked like we may go down 6. I don't remember if we got it on a steal or got it on an offensive possession, but Ben comes down after making a turnover and fed Miles or Logan one for a wide open layup to end the quarter to cut it to 2. And I thought that was a huge play. They had the chance to get the momentum and to go in their direction, and Ben being a senior and having so much emotion in this game, stepped up, made a huge play there, and handled the ball great for us down the fourth quarter. It was a total team effort right there. So it had a whole, just a lot of different things. Having 4 seniors that you played as much as we have, and to have the game time and the minutes underneath them. Is big in a game like this, and so I couldn't be more proud for these guys. Like I said, it's not just beating Lawrenceburg, it's just winning a game and taking one step closer to get better and being able to obtain our goals.
Absolutely. So after this game tonight, we'll go back. We'll face Summertown in our next big game. Every district game's a big game, and we'll have that one at the barn. The newly renovated floor. Coach Rutledge spoke at that at halftime and talked about how nice it was, and just ask everybody to come out and support, the Lady Mustangs and the Mustangs, and just be able to have a little pride about what the barn now looks like. So
yeah, we're excited, man, and get a few days off, get back into school, and get ready for the stretch run, man. It's killer down these last 4 or 5 weeks, but it makes it a lot easier to go back to work when you're winning games. So.
Absolutely. Mustangs come away 65-51. We want to thank Coach Roach for sticking around a little bit, getting us a little bit of word, and we're going to get some of the players here. Probably look for Adam Fleming and the senior Ben Farrington, get some words in from them here shortly. Here on MustangsTV.com, here with senior Ben Farrington. Ben, comeback win tonight here at Lawrence County High School, gave us the season sweep right there. Kind of talk about the game and the ups and downs, and especially that momentum turning play at the end of the first half where you found Logan underneath right there before halftime.
I don't know. Things just happen. I don't know. I really don't know how to say it. I'm kind of lost for words right now. It's kind of really exciting to beat the team that didn't really want you on their team. So I really don't know what to say.
Absolutely right there. Ben at one time, he came here to Lawrence County High School and then decided to come down to Loretta, and for him right there, it's exciting to not only win one game, but in your senior year to come away with 2 victories. Did you see anything tonight that maybe Lawrence County tried to do differently than they did the first time we saw them?
They were trying to shut down Miles and Lane, but they couldn't really do that very well because they're really talented. And I don't know, they just kind of, that was about the only thing I could really see.
All right. I want to thank Ben right there, stepping away with us right there. We're going to now talk to Adam Fleming. Adam, big game tonight, and kind of talk about what it's like to play somebody who can match up with you size-wise like Cliff did up here tonight. Kind of go through the game and talks about how it was playing him.
I tend to like playing big guys more because I am a big guy and I know how they play. They want to do a certain move, and they're normally not the quickest people, so playing him, I kind of knew he's going to play like me. He's going to have one dominant move, and he's just going to try to power through, and I just kind of planned to take hands up, don't let him get a shot over me.
Big thing tonight was trying to stay out of foul trouble. I know sometimes it's easy to do. Maybe officials target the big guys a little bit more. How much of emphasis was it tonight to kind of stay on the floor, stay out of the fouls, and in turn, Cliff ended up getting in foul trouble himself?
We knew if I could stay in without fouling out that I could help stop him down low, because we had that problem in the Collingwood game. I got in foul trouble really quick, and they stayed in there because we didn't have a big man down low. So we knew stay on the floor, don't foul out, and stop him in the paint.
Absolutely. So big win tonight, 65-51. We want to thank Adam and thank Ben and Coach Roach for sticking around, talking to us a little bit tonight. Mustangs now move on after the win. We'll host Summertown at home. So get set, everybody come out and support the Lady Mustangs and Mustangs at home at the barn.